Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your April reading. So we're going to have some fun with this reading. It's not going to be all that serious. I set an intention that we just get to from like very loose, get through some really fun information. And so we're going to, I'm going to start with some opening angel numbers. We're going to roll a dice. We've got 4, 6, and 6. So you're going to want to look up 4, 6, 6. As opening angel numbers. We'll also do closing angel numbers. And we're gonna get some theme cards. Let's get some theme cards here. So for Capricorn, for the month of April, let's look at these themes for you. I'll try to get myself actually in the frame. Themes for Capricorn. We're gonna freestyle like the way that I do this. It's gonna be like who, what, where, April, and we'll just see where spirit leads us. I'm not gonna structure the direction too much. All right, Capricorn, let's get your theme. Theme for Capricorn. General read, some of it will resonate, some of it won't. Again, if something really, really resonates, I always say get confirmation. Like with me, I tend to like 3 types of, I'll always, if something is coming in as like a strong message, I'll often ask spirit for like 3 confirmations, like 3 little things that say, okay, this is what I'm looking at. Or I check my deck, that sort of thing. So it's a general reading, and if something knocks it out of the ballpark, always seek the confirmation from spirit. Spirit will deliver. Ooh, I like this theme so far. Capricorn, theme for Capricorn in the month of April. Capricorn in the month of April. Oh my God, Capricorn, look at you go. Peace and soulmates. Let's look at the bottom of the deck energy. I think Capricorn, you might be the winner of the zodiac readings this month. This is a month of, I'm definitely feeling like the spring. Like I'm seeing flowers bloom. I'm seeing lots of green. I'm actually seeing like growth, like spring up and bloom. So this is like this is spring. Yeah, spirit's really showing me like the spring. So this theme of new life is like right in accordance with like everything growing and blooming and being under the sun. And then the soulmate and peace card. For some of you, you're in you're in such a good disposition, or you're in the right disposition for a soulmate to come in the month of April. And for others of you, let's just feel this for a second. I'm really drawn to the olive branch. For some of you, there's been like a really long, because this is like the story, Noah's Ark. Noah thinks that there's no land at a certain point, and so he sends the bird out with its bird. It just sends out Noah's Ark. Noah sends out a bird to find out if there's land, because there isn't any that can be seen, and it's been a flood, and there's just been a lot of water. And the bird comes back with a little sprig, a little branch, and that shows Noah that there's life. And so for some of you, it's been like a really long, I don't know if there's ever this landing and this soulmate coming in. And the numbers always mean something to someone, 23 and 41. So yeah, many of you have soulmate coming in, and you were at a point where you were like, nah, there's no land. It's boat world, but it's not. There isn't. So this is really beautiful. Somebody else, again, general read, different things coming to. I'm seeing a pregnancy for one of somebody. I don't. That's going to be for one person, I think. But yeah, the theme here is being in a really good personal dispensation of healed and a baseline of inner peace, and there's a soulmate coming in. And for some of you, it's been a really long time. And it's all related to this new life that's actually within you, this blooming that's been happening. Like this whole year has been, I'm seeing somebody with like what are those things? A gardening hoe? like where you know, the ground, softening the ground for seeds and putting the seeds in. And so this is like where this is the part where the flowers bloom. So pretty, I love it. So I love your theme, Capricorn. Your theme for this month is beautiful. So let's just jump into, let's start with who. Let's see who. Who's going to be playing a major role in Capricorn's life in the month of April? I'm just going to let that be what that is. Oh, wow. So moving out of like, I'm all by myself and it's abandoned and it's so cold here, into like, is that for me? I love this. So that's the energy that like wanted to, was at the bottom of the deck and it just wanted to find its way out. So we're going to let that sit. And I'll get back to it in a second. So who is in the month of April for Capricorn? Who's a big influence for Capricorn in the month of April? Oh, Capricorn. I'm excited. So this is actually, this Six of Cups is like the Tarot soulmate card. This is so, and this is a reunion, like a soulmate reunion. So whoever this is going to be resonating with this reading, the Capricorns that are resonating with this reason, channeling. My tongue gets so tied. The Capricorns that are resonating with this reading, it's soulmate time. and for some of you, this is a reunion. And it's either a reunion from a soulmate from like, you know, so many lives together. So this is somebody that you recognize, like you meet them and you're like, hello, we've known each other for 1,000 years. I can feel it. You can feel it and it's there. And some of you, that's the kind of soulmate. And some of you, this is somebody who was like a real soulmate for you. And there was just a separation and there's going to be a reunion. So let me take a look. So these cards that were just on the bottom before I started to shuffle, just kind of like this is really speaking to me of that initial vision with like Noah's Ark, with the bird that goes out. You know, it's like Noah standing, like coming out of this space of like, like I'm hearing Eeyore's voice, like the Pooh character. I'm hearing Eeyore being like, wait, let's just listen. It's always the same. It's never gonna change. It's like this Eeyore sounding voice that is like really resigned to like, this is just what happens. But this month of April, this is you're not staying in this Eeyore sort of a place. This is a surprise. Like, I can't believe this is coming. Like, I'm like so. You've got like 2 6s here too, but this is like a surprise. Somebody who has a lot to give, and it's a little bit shocking, but in a really good way. And yeah, this is a really fair, really nice energy. It's like so exciting. And so moving out of this place of healing and really letting go of expectations and needing to sort of control the way that things fold or unfold. Really, you've been in this healing space like all year. No, that's not even what this is, but it is. It feels like this. So I'm just going to go with what it feels like. But this feels like 4 of Swords. This card's been feeling like 4 of Swords. It's 6, but this is really, this is like healed. This feels like healed, right? So you've been healing. This is like you've coming to the space of healed, and with like relinquishing expectations, with letting go of how things happen, and what, like really with not trying to hold on so tight and not trying to sort of steer the ship. You've got this soulmate reunion coming in. And so that's like who. And soulmate can be a best friend, can be a sibling. It can, I mean, soulmate can be anybody. But this feels like a really warm, cozy. This is beautiful. This is a nice energy. So you've got like a warm, it feels warm to me. Soulmate reunion, and it's like the bottom of the deck energy. You've got like a passionate new start. Again, this feels very much like surprise to me. Capricorn, a lot of you just had written off I'm feeling like a lot of the Capricorns that are resonating with has sort of resigned to this is the way things are, and you're going to be pretty surprised about the arrival of this energy. All right, let's keep going. So who is the soulmate reunion? What is it all about, Spirit? What is that all about? So let's get a little bit more information about what is the soulmate reunion? Is it somebody you knew? Is it someone you're going to know? How? But we'll get to how. But let's go to what this is. Well, 8 of Coins in reverse. I think this is somebody returning. I think this is someone you already know. Spirit's it's a collective. Some of you, it's somebody you already know, and some of you, this is like a soulmate from, I'm hearing time of yore. Yeah, this is a really old soulmate for a bunch of you. That is coming back into orbit. Others, this is somebody you know, returning. Yeah, I mean, that's what it feels like. Because this has that 8 of Cups sort of travel weary kind of feel, or there's a kind of disorientation, but this is the 8 of Coins, but there's a kind of disorientation with the 8 of Cups that always is this unknown feeling, and this is just kind of similar to that. But this is a return on an investment of time, energy, and emotion for some, I keep on hearing time of yore, and for others, it's going to be somebody that you were there. It was this was going to work, and then it just didn't, and that there's a return on that. This actually made me dizzy. So I don't know what that means, but this is actually giving me a feeling of dizziness a little bit too. So the bottom of the deck energy, what is this about? It's kind of somebody coming back, someone you put effort into, or someone there was a number of lives in tandem is what I'm hearing, and the return of that person. But it's making me dizzy. So that said, you're not going to necessarily see this person right away. I have to actually not be dizzy for a second, so I'm just trying to find my footing. Yeah, some of you, this is going to be really surprising. It's going to catch you off guard, and you're not expecting it at all. It made me dizzy. So you don't see this person coming. You're not even looking for them. You're doing your own thing. You've been working on, you're getting ready to work on the life that you want. There's this coming out of hibernation feeling with this card. And it's a sense, and this feels like you, it's a sense of whoever I'm reading for this, that's the energy of it's a central energy. In whatever Capricorn I'm talking to, there's a plan in your head about, what you're doing and how you're going to do it and how you're going to make your life feel stable and secure. And there's an idea that is really good, that you're focused on something very tangible about the way that you want your life to be going forward and creating that. So you're focused on that. You're coming from a place of strength. You're drawing on a lot of your strength to create this new beginning for yourself, and there's somebody watching you. This is this pensive, Let's feel it. Pensive. It feels like pensive, but with like bubbles in it. So like, I'm seeing a glass of champagne, but it's pensive champagne. It's like if pensive was carbonated, this is what this energy feels like to me. So this is somebody who's like very thoughtful, even keel, like an energy that is like bright, but like 3 or 4 clicks above neutral. So like a very calm sort of bright energy in this individual. They've been looking at you for a while. They have a real sense of who you are. They have an awareness of you. You're not expecting this, but it's bubbly. And you're over here doing this. So like, let's get a little, I just actually want to get more cards on this because it made me dizzy and I want to find out like why it made me dizzy. So yeah, you're focusing on like how you want your life to be. You're in this really beautiful place of like, I'm gonna change the way that I look at this and do that, and you know, I'm opening up my mind to like these new horizons. And drawing on all my strengths to make these changes, and actually feeling really strong and really great and really beautiful in the process. There's a shiny, like, there's a glow. There's this beautiful glow. This feels great. So anyway, attracting in this energy that's like very magnetized. Somebody's watching you. Not in a creepy way. It doesn't feel creepy. It feels like pensive, with carbonated pensive. There are a lot of people who are not going to understand anything that I say, and then those of you that do, that's my collective. All right, so, and again, some of this will resonate, some of this won't. Oh man, that was like the bottom of the deck of energy just before. Alrighty, so you're achieving a level of like levity. You're putting like a lot of these burdens related to expectations, and you're kind of like erasing. I'm seeing someone erase a painting that was a landscape and begin to start, and I'm seeing someone like an architect, seeing an architect's board, and I'm seeing, so it's like the landscape was erased and then there's like a new drawing going in, and Spirit says it includes the initial like shape of the terrain, but there's a building into it. So I don't know who that's for, but that'll make sense to whoever it is for. And so, but the energy is like just putting down this like burden of having to do everything on your own for somebody. For a lot of you, this is being able to like have that like sigh of release, because I'm seeing just like an additional person enter your life. And again, it doesn't have to be a romantic partnership, but whoever this additional person that enters your life in, the soulmate energy, it makes it easier. It like lightens your load overall. They bring a lighten your load kind of an energy towards you, and it's a passionate new beginning. There's passion here. It might be that you guys speak. It might be that you share an interest that you're both passionate about, but I think this actually feels like you're both passionate about each other. You don't want this to disrupt your progress though. Like so like there's a sense in which like this person comes in, they've been watching you for a while, it feels passionate, but you don't want to disrupt or slow down or thwart your own progress toward like making this new start for yourself very independently. And so, but Spirit wants you to still be aware that like, move these around a little bit. This carbonated pensive energy that's like sweet and bubbly it's going to like, you're going to have that like reaction of like, throw it all away and just be in love. Yay. But not really. That's where things are sort of like weighed for once, actually, I'm hearing this is for some Capricorn, for one of the Capricorns, for once, this doesn't disrupt your goals to have a bubbly new companion sort of come in. It's not, this is not upsetting the, you don't want it to, and so I don't think it will. You're aware of how good this feels, but I don't think it's going to get you off track because you don't want it to. A little bit more. Just get more. Yeah, this is part of, I love it. I love it. So coming out of a place of, you're good. This, yeah, of course it's going to embellish you. It's this, whenever I can't speak, like it's really, it means I got to slow down. This April, this new energy coming in affects the energetic field that you currently like exist in, and there's like an attachment to the way that things work. And so adjusting that feels a little bit destabilizing. I think that was what the dizziness was sort of related to. So it's actually kind of significant that there's this issue of not letting this encounter upset your progress, because you're working towards this Queen of Coins energy for yourself. Again, so like this is meaningful to me. The colors here, the red here, it's like Spirit's like, let yourself be admired and enjoy this. This is a good thing. To the extent that you don't want it to disrupt your progress, and you're in a really strong place moving forward and starting with this new idea or this new way of being, like this new tangible, like solid thing that you're building towards, keep going with that and really focus on like, yes, moving into this beautiful, abundant, established energy. These two things don't have to be canceling each other out. These things can exist together. So the progress that you are making towards this energy of the Queen of Coins, which is, again, this, I'm seeing this as being a very independent sort of a, this does not get, you don't let this disrupt. You don't let the fun of this disrupt that progress. And so that's really good. And so that's sort of like the who and the what of it. In terms of like where you can like keep a lookout for the stuff to come together. Let's look at the where a little bit. Where is Capricorn gonna like encounter? Where's this encounter for Capricorn in April? Where is this encounter for Capricorn in April? Where's this encounter for Capricorn in April? Capricorn. Capricorn, the bottom of the deck energy here is like the soulmate energy. It's just this whole reading, it's going to repeat over and over again. You got a soulmate coming in, and it feels good. It feels lovey and light and fun. I'm feeling so much fun from this card right now. Like this is again back to the champagne. This is like very like celebrating kind of energy. It's really beautiful. So the soulmate is good. You don't let this soulmate knock you off the trajectory that you're currently in, but this comes in, and it, to the extent that like it's decentering in terms of your patterns and the way that you like to have things go, and this is kind of an intrusion into the structure that is. I'm seeing a machine, and I'm seeing like I'm seeing something enter the machine, and it gets kind of like where it sort of freezes, and then it needs to be adjusted. So there's a sense in which the machine that you've built needs to be adjusted, but it brings so much balance. This person comes in with an offer of love, and this does feel like a friendshipy kind of a, this isn't an overwhelming personality. So this Knight of Cups, this is just like someone who's very interested. They come in with an offer of love. It's a let's see where this takes you. But there's a sense in which like you don't plan any of it. There's not much you have to do. It does have a really balancing effect for you, even though it's sort of, you have to adjust the way the machine works in order to make room for this. You're not planning for this at all. This is like, Spirit is, for whoever this is resonating for, this is a surprise. this is a real surprise, and it's divinely guided. And it doesn't feel that strong coming in. You know, even though the energy at the bottom of the deck is like amazing. This is amazing energy. It feels really, really good, fun, playful, joyous, goofy. It's like a goofiness. You're not sure like how serious this person is. And I'm just gonna pull a card on that. And this person might not be that serious, but we'll see. Spirit, what's the level of seriousness of all of this? Because it does feel light and fun and beautiful, and I don't know, it doesn't take you sort of off your main like goals. So I don't know how long. Okay, so yeah, somebody that you can really work with. This is actually, oh, this energy came through. Well, yeah, this energy came through in another reading, but like you being in this place, independent, beautiful, inspired, established, looking great, feeling great, in your power, living your best life kind of a feeling. This is someone who you can work with, that you can begin to sort of, this is someone who like potentially could integrate into this space of independence and established, I don't know why I'm hearing it girl, and I don't know what that means. It means something to somebody, but this this is an energy that could work with where you are and where you plan to go and how you plan to be, the way that you plan to be. This is an energy that can work well with that. So we did who? We did what? We did, I think we sort of did where, but where and how. Let's just do a quick where and how. I'm not really following up. I'm just letting Spirit lead. Where and how, Spirit, for Capricorn. Divine timing. Choice. So Ace of Cups in reverse. This is going to come, and the timing's going to be weird for you when this comes in. The timing is going to seem off to you. There's a sense in which the timing is not, again, this is a surprise, not expected. Timing's a little bit weird. There may be sort of for some of you, you're thinking about somebody else and this isn't them. For others, you're in an entanglement already that you're trying to work your way out of and you're not quite out of it. And so it's like not in time. Because this is a decision that's going to be required, that it's for some of you, you're not ready to make this decision. You're not ready to make this move, and it's not in a great timing for you. You don't want to go in this you don't want to take this new direction. You aren't. For some of you, this is like really bad timing. You're not finished with something else. You don't want to have to make this decision right now, and you don't want to be moved. You don't want to like move from what you're planning on doing. So let me just grab some. So this offer of love comes in, but it's for whoever is resonating with this reading. For some of you, the timing is not good. You're not done with something, and you're not ready to start something new. And so that might be like a threatening feeling that when this offer comes in, like that you don't really want to disrupt what you're doing and you don't want to start something new necessarily, but let me just get some more information. Bad timing for some of you, because you're not expecting it. So you're in the middle of other stuff. Some of you are in a relationship that is just like, it doesn't, hold on. Yeah, some of you are in a relationship, but you're checked out of it, like emotionally, mentally checked out. You're there, your presence is there, but you're not really like, some of you have to get out of another relationship to let this in, or like get over another relationship to let this in. And that's the message here. So whoever's resonating with this portion of the reading, like Spirit would have you really think about whether or not you want to let this go, because the timing is so bad and because you're not dealing with something else that is like not an energy that's serving you anymore. And to maybe bring yourself into a position of strength, emotional strength, where you make the right decisions about the stuff that you're sure about you don't want anymore, or that aren't serving you anymore. Not necessarily in preparation for this, but knowing that like in the long run, like making the decision about what is not serving you anymore is just a good decision to make, period. And allowing yourself to have these feelings that are, that maybe you have shut down a lot of this feeling space, a lot of this part of you that has these feelings. This is an emotional, nourishing, loving, embracing sort of a feeling with this card. And everything that is related to it's not the right timing, I can't make this choice right now, I'm still dealing with something else, I can't move away from what I'm doing. This whole mess right here, this feeling of being nourished, Spirit's like, let some of this, Spirit's like, to the extent that you have to sort of work with all of this, somebody is being told to work with it, because the bottom of the deck is that you're checked out of the other thing. You're not even like, you're there, you're doing the work, you've been doing it, you've made this machine, you've invested it. But to make room for this, there's just acknowledge like all of the stuff that that doesn't mean you have to like start something when you're not ready to start something. And Spirit is like 100%, you be at your own pace. There's no one, but just recognize your needs in all this and start to make those little adjustments so that you don't, Spirit's like, you can't not get what's meant for you, but so that you can really like bring this in. All right, so let's get, I want to get some advice from Spirit. Let me just see if there's anything else that needs to be. I'm just gonna grab a couple of cards and see what that's about, and then I don't have like a direction. Spirit says just grab a couple cards and like let it lead, and then we're gonna get advice from Spirit from the Oracle deck. Capricorn. This soulmate coming in is great. It's beautiful. I'm feeling someone like feeling like really like queasy. Again, some dizziness. Whoever that resonates for, there's like dizziness here. Like a queasy, almost like a queasy heart. Yikes. Yikes. Making a decision, letting something that needs to die. Moving out of a space where you have to like be so enclosed, doing everything on your own, thinking on your own, like making decisions, like even with somebody. This is like a very from the inside out, where you're generating your own light. There's an offer coming in related to what you're trying to build and what you're trying to make for yourself that is solid. And if this means letting go of the old structures, or you've accumulated a lot that is just not really feeling that fulfilling. Like there's a sense in which like a ton of work has been put into establishing a certain environment, looking for stability but not finding it there. But this new offer coming in is related to building toward that stability, but it does mean letting someone in to help you, letting something that's already dead die, and making a decision for yourself in this. It's almost like Spirit is saying like the thing that you're trying to build yourself in terms of like a stable, independent platform for your life, that's a new direction that you're taking. This new energy is good to work with, and part of that building project. But it does require Spirit saying don't be stubborn at all. Try not to be stubborn, and try not to freak out. Spirit saying don't let fear dictate how you move forward with all of this. Actually go with what feels comforting, nourishing. There's so much enlightenment in all of this. You're waking up to parts of yourself you haven't felt in a really long time. So let's grab some. This person's gonna make you feel alive in a way that you haven't in a long time. They're gonna wake up stuff that's dormant, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's like inner child stuff. I keep knocking into this thing. Hopefully I'm not doing it too much. So let's get I want to get some sentences from Spirit as we close out. For Capricorn, some sentences for Spirit as we close out for Capricorn. Sentences from Spirit as we close out for Capricorn. There's a lot there. It's a little convoluted, and again, all of the general readings, like there's a lot of streams that come through. So again, only take what resonates, only take what feels true to you. I'm hearing Eeyore again. So Spirit says that doesn't mean like doomsday, everything. There's a stubborn Capricorn in this collective that I'm speaking to right now, and Spirit and Spirit, and I actually see somebody who's becoming very emotional, like frustration, emotion, tears, a dizziness of something, and Spirit is like, it's okay. This is good news, and it's okay to be open to good news. Someone feels stuck. And Spirit's saying you're really not as stuck as you are. You think you are. Spirit's like, you're not as stuck as you think you are. You know, the abundant universe will provide. There should be a little bit more breathing room in your plans forward. So life is speeding up. The soulmate is coming in. I mean, there's like 3 soulmate cards. One from an Oracle deck, and then there were 2 from the Tarot deck. So yeah, this person's coming in pretty quickly. Let Spirit be your guide. Again, don't try to micromanage this to the extent that like the timing doesn't feel good. For a lot of you, that's the case. Let Spirit sort of guide you through that labyrinth in terms of how to deal with all the stuff that is in the way. Spirit says like part built in. Let Spirit help you with that. You know, when this thing comes in, like be like, okay, Spirit, get my back with all of this. You're going to have to take the lead in your life in a way that maybe, well, this is something that Spirit says you're working towards. This is like the whole thing that you are deciding, I want to take a lead in my, for so many of you, there's a sense in which like you want to be single. And this is, and you have like, oh, okay, so somebody's coming through pretty, I got a message for one of you. One of you really isn't ready. Like you're in this space where you're coming out of a relationship, you're starting over, you want to be in this like single place right now, and this is bad timing for this to come in because you're trying to take the lead in your life and you don't want to get bungled by some kind of like romantic, I'm seeing a water slide. But Spirit's saying, you know, believe in yourself and believe in your own trajectory, the power of your own trajectory, because you know, the abundant universe is providing. So to whatever Capricorn this message is for, and to whatever Capricorn this is resonating for, this is a beautiful month in April, and Spirit wants you to loosen your grip and, you know, understand that there's adjustments that will be required, but you've got what it takes. This isn't really going to disrupt your taking the lead in your life. In the past, relationships may have been that way for you. In the past, it may be that like all relationships would end up taking the lead in your life when they came into your life. And Spirit's saying, no, believe in yourself. You've changed. You're not doing that right now. You are going to let Spirit guide you. Because Spirit is you. This is somebody who's very spiritual. This is where Spirit gives you like all the advice. This is coming in fast. It might be bad timing. Let Spirit like help you move through this. This isn't going to disrupt your lead in life. Believe in yourself. The changes that you've made have made you so much stronger, and you're able to make some space for this. It's a good thing, and it's part of that building in a new direction. You don't have to go faster. Your pace can be whatever you want it to be. This is just coming in fast. So however you want to react, you react at whatever speed you want to react. Okay, so we're going to get some, let's get some closing angel numbers. 5, 1, 6. So you're going to look that up. The closing angel, for those of you that resonated, look up those angel numbers and see what that means. See what that angel number is for you. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to see you next month. This is good news. This is beautiful news. This theme, gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right, I'll see you next month.